All right, so in this lesson, we are representing multiplicative relationships again, but this time they will involve fractions and percents. So situation 1, Zane always seems to score 1/3 as many points. So Zane 1/3 as many points as Joe Angel does. The values for the independent variable are 0, 3, 6, 9. So once again, we think about what are we talking about? What things can change in here? So Zane always seems to score 1/3 as many points as Joe Angel does. So we're talking about the number of points for Zane and the number of points for Joe Angel. I'm actually going to make this like I did the other lesson. So Zane 1/3 as many points as Joe Angel. So we're talking about Zane's points. Zane's points. So he is the dependent variable. Remember, that's the subject. Zane's, or I'll put number of points for Zane. And that means that this will be the number of points for Joe Angel. Number of points, Joe. I'll just put Joe. Joe. Okay. I'll get this right. All right. And so Joe Angel would go here then, and our independent variable values, which are Joe Angel's points, will be 0, 3, 6, 9. And the dependent values are Zane's points. So 1/3 as many points. If it says 1/3 as many points, that means you're going to multiply by 1/3. Multiply by 1/3 all the way down, right? Let's do it again. And multiply by 1/3. So 0 times anything will give me 0. 3 times 1/3 is 1. If you have difficulty doing this in the in your brain, you just divide by 3. But if it's not 1/3, what I would do is I would just turn this into a decimal, which is 0.33 repeating, and then just put lots of 3's and multiply it by here. So 6 times 0.333333, and then it'll round your answer to what's correct. So this is 2. 9 times 1/3 is 3. And we're talking about Zane's points here and Joe Angel's points here. So yes, he should be in green. And so we'll count 1, 2, 3. We'll count by ones. And if Joe Angel has 0 points, Zane has 0 points. If Joe Angel has 3 points, Zane has 1 point. If Joe Angel has 6 points, Zane has 2. And if Joe Angel has 9, then Zane has 3. Oops. There we go. Maybe a little better. Well, let's assume that there's you can get half a point or whatever. So ordered pairs. First one will be Joe Angel in the ordered pair, and then it will be Zane. So Joe Angel, let's actually write this. So let's use 3, 1. Okay, so if I'm going to write in a different color now. So if Joe Angel has 3 points, then Zane has 1 point. All right, so for this lesson, we're going to put 2 equations again, but I want you to be very careful with how you do this because I'm going to change it up slightly. So, well, maybe. We'll see. So Joe Angel if we take him and we multiply by 1/3, we will get, well, if we take Joe Angel's points and we multiply by 1/3, we will get Zane's points. But here's the second one I'm going to write. We can say Zane is 1/3 of Joe Angel's points. So Zane's points equal 1/3 of Joe Angel. Do you see how I put the 1/3 first and then I squished it against the J? I want you to do it like that. This is like your new looking equation, like one that you haven't really seen or made before. Let's use the proof. So I still like this original one for the proof. So J times 1/3 equals Zane. So Joe Angel, let's use the 6 and 2. So if Joe Angel has 6 points, then Zane should have 2 points. And when I do this math, 6, I guess I'll have to leave it that way. Can't really edit it too much. One more time. I'm going to give it one more chance. That was a bad chance. So 6 times 1/3. I'm still trying over here. Something about this just doesn't look right. What if I just do that? 6 times 1/3, maybe. I'm really struggling over here. 6 times 1/3, that'll do. 6 times 1/3 is 2, and 2 in fact does equal 2. You know, for all that, I may as well have just deleted everything, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So 6, there we go, times 1/3 should give me Zane's points, which are 2. And 6 times 1/3 is 2. And 2, in fact, is equal to 2. So let's look at this next situation. So the amount of water in Annabelle's water bottle is always 25% as much as the amount in Izzy's water bottle. So the amount of water, let me switch colors again. So the one we're talking about is what we're talking about is the amount of water in Annabelle's water bottle is always 25% as much as in Izzy's water bottle. So ultimately we're talking about the water in Annabelle's. So we'll put Anna's water. And it doesn't give us a unit of measurement, so let's just use ounces. Well, that's going to compare to Izzy's. So amount of water for Izzy. So I guess Izzy's water. I will measure that in ounces also and we start off with Izzy first, and it tells us the independent variable values are 0, 4, 8, and 12. And that will affect Annabelle's water bottle. The amount of water in Annabelle's water bottle. Yeah, the amount of water in Annabelle's bottle. There we go. Is always 25% as much. Now, what you got to do is you got to take this 25%. 5% and find the decimal, move it twice. And now we multiply by 0 and 25 hundredths. If you already knew that 25% is 1/4, which is 25 hundredths, then that's fine too. You don't have to do this to show it. In fact, I'm going to show it a little better for the people that need that. So here, and I'm going to move it twice. 1, 2. Okay. Now multiply each of these by 0 and 25 hundredths, or 1/4. So times 25%. Times 25%. Okay, and so 0 times anything will give me 0. 4 times 25% will give me 1, and then it should be 2, and then 3. Oh, that's interesting. This is always the case. It's the case right now, though. So you won't always get 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say that again. You won't always get 0, 1, 2, 3. That's just how it looks so far. And so the first water is Izzy's, and then Annabelle's water comes next. And Izzy's, let's take like 12 ounces. That means Annabelle's would be at 3 ounces. So if Izzy has 12 ounces of water, then Annabelle, I don't know why I abbreviated. Well, I just used the letter for hers and spelled hers out. I don't know. Then Annabelle has 3 ounces. Make that tiny bit nicer. Okay. Our equations. Well, we can take Izzy's water and multiply it by 25% or 0 and 25 hundredths. And I should get Annabelle's water. The other way that, and remember I want you to write it, is Annabelle's water is, and you take that and you just smash it together with the other variable. So Annabelle's water equals 0.25 times Izzy's. I know that I skipped over the graph for now. I just didn't feel like doing it yet. But let's go back to it and make sure we do it now. So actually, let's do it last since I'm already with the equation. Okay, so Izzy's times 0.25 should give me Annabelle's. So I'm going to take any of these. So 4 times 0.25, 0 and 25 hundredths, should give me Annabelle's water, which was 1. And in fact, it does give me 1. So 1 is equal to 1. This seems sort of useless. I know this is the third lesson, or second or third lesson that you've done this, but this will come in handy later in more advanced things. And lastly, let's go ahead and go back and graph this. So Izzy's water was down here. And Annabelle's was right here. So 0, 0. So 4 Izzy, 1 Annabelle. 4 Izzy, 1 Annabelle. 8 Izzy, 2 Annabelle. 12 Izzy, 3 Annabelle. So there we go. If you see, there's a pattern, so I could put 1 here too. Okay. And that is it for the lesson. Thank you.